Stock Sniper Mike, and I'm back with the 2-minute drill. I'm here to give you guys 2 minutes of one crazy week of trading. This week's of trading was a bit shorter compared to most weeks because we had Friday off with it being Good Friday. Now let's dive right in. The highlight of the week was the market bounce back. The Dow Jones had its best week since 1938, back when there was 10 teams in the NFL. The S&P 500 went up 12% this week, having its best week since 1974 when the Dolphins took over the NFL and there was only 26 teams. The market bounce was a big topic, but the coronavirus is still here. The coronavirus fears did not disappear. And I know we talked last week about how we capitalize on this market. The way we capitalize on this market is the coronavirus hype. There's different ways to get involved in this hype, but tons of stocks are finding ways, either with making hand sanitizer, as funny as that, making kits, test kits, finding out different drugs to get involved with. Anything that you could think of that is involved with the coronavirus fears and help it out, stocks are trying to get involved and they're trying to get on board with some volume. So here we are to go over it. I'm going to jump back in where we left off last week. Last week we were in a coronavirus related OTC penny stock. The stock is Virus, V-R-U-S. We bought the stock at 0163 with the news coming out at 1:14 p.m. on Friday that they acquired a company in the Philippines that make N95 masks and biohazard suits. So N95 masks, biohazard suits, that's involved with the coronavirus. We're looking into it. The stock jumped up crazy on Friday. That's why we jumped in at 1.6. We were able to sell early Monday morning, 1 minute into the bell, making $660 and 27%. Very nice on your money for overnight money. The next stock that jumped on board of the coronavirus hype was DECN. This is an OTC penny stock that came out with news on Monday at 10:15 a.m. Their news was they got FDA acceptance for one of their drugs. Now this is acceptance, not approval. This stock went from 7 cents at the time all the way to 13. 7 cents to 0.129, that's almost 100% on your money, and closed around 12 cents. The next day, it didn't stop. It came out with more news at 10:15, adding on to that last coronavirus, adding some more highlights to it, and it jumped even higher. It went from that 12-cent area all the way up to 30 cents. Now, if you go all the way back from Monday morning, 7 cents to 30 cents, that's about 350% on your money in 2 days of a coronavirus stock that we were bringing up all day. What can you say about that? There's only one thing you could say about that. Money! That's cash money, cash money. All that was going on, the Dow was able to have a nice day. It started off on Monday with a nice bounce of 8%. And now we're going to jump into Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to talk about listed stocks. A lot of people think OTC stocks are the only ones doing this sketchy business, but it's not them. It's also listed stocks. The first stock we'll talk about is YCBD. We're going to talk about them because they almost spiked 100% after coming out with news that they are going to start giving out hand sanitizer free with every purchase. The funny thing about this YCBD company is it is, yes, a CBD company. This is a cannabis stock that jumped from the cannabis craze onto the coronavirus madness and trying to take advantage of what's going on right now. They came out with this news about the hand sanitizer and how they're going to manufacture it, and the stock was able to go from 60 cents the day before all the way up into $1.15. That's almost 100% on your money. In the day, it was an 80 cent to 115 cent spike, about 30%. Next, we'll talk about Thursday, and it didn't stop with the coronavirus and the hand sanitizer. I guess that was the craze. As you can see, most people are out there hand sanitizing as much as they can, washing their hands, and that's what happened with another cannabis stock, NEPT. This is a listed NASDAQ stock that jumped on the hand sanitizer wagon. The stock was able to make a 15% jump off that news, just off that news that they're going to make new hand sanitizer. With all this coronavirus craziness going on, the Dow was still moving and the Dow was still bouncing. Monday, it went up 8%. Great day. Tuesday, about even day, but started the day up 3%. Wednesday, got a nice bounce. Didn't go crazy, but did get a bounce. Also got a spike in the day because Bernie Sanders dropped out. Found that a little funny. Thursday, boom. Nice day again. The reason, it started off bad. Thursday was a highlight to remember. There was oil news going on. A lot is going on in Saudi Arabia and Russia. Also, unemployment numbers came out that day. adding to the number of Americans without a job. 6.6 million more Americans are now without a job, totaling to about 16 million with the whole pandemic. What does the government decide to do? The Dow was reacting early Thursday morning to the unemployment news going down. The government and the Fed decide to release another $2.3 trillion lending deal to help all small businesses and big businesses out there, to help Americans and to help us, and the Dow reacted to it, having its best week and one of its best weeks ever since 1938. It was another crazy week of trading this week. Excited to see what next week has in store for us. For everyone out there that celebrates Easter, happy Easter. And for those that don't follow us on Instagram, social media, Twitter, Facebook, please go give us a follow. Show us some love over there. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe down low to our YouTube channel. And if you're not part of the team, we got a great community of traders at www.thestocksnipers.com. It was great talking to you guys this week. Always remember, buy on dips, sell on rips. Stock Sniper Mike, out.